Hey you, subscribe! Hey everybody, what's going on, and welcome back here to the channel with me, Staycation, again for another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. Now, I got another best class setup, but with the Kap 45 pistol. This is the pistol that came out in the Barbarians Contraband stream. It's the new DLC gun, and honestly, it's one of the best secondaries in the game now. It definitely beats out a lot of the other pistols in the pistol category. But before I get into any of the details of this class setup, guys, make sure you go down on the video right now, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys ain't already, and turn on those notifications so we could get started. Right, so I'm gonna dive on into this creative class setup and take a peek, browse for yourself. We got the Kap 45 pistol itself. This thing is beautiful. I made a little makeshift camo because I ain't had no camos on it. But we got rapid fire 2. It's honestly one of the, I think it's the only gun in the game to have rapid fire 2. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. And then it's got hybrid mags on it and Stalk. Now, one gun I compare this thing to is the Spitfire. I'll get into that later. Other than that, we got stim shot, scavenger. You need scavenger on a pistol, guys. You need scavengers on all secondaries because you run out of ammo extremely quick. And then we got dexterity, and then our wild cards because of our extra 2 attachments. So that's gonna do it for the class, guys. I'm gonna hop into some games, show you guys what this weapon can do, and explain thoroughly as to why I run each attachment and how it ultimately benefits the gun. And I also want to compare it to the Spitfire because let me just say something, okay? This weapon's something else. Let's get into the gameplay, guys. Alright, guys, so if you do choose to make the Kap 45 your gun of choice, I am now going to talk you through specifically why each of these attachments really benefits the weapon. Okay, so like I said, you guys now already know what to run on it. We got rapid fire 1, rapid fire 2, hybrid mags, and Stalk. But when do you want to use this gun, and why should you use it? Now, the one gun I do want to compare this thing to quickly before I get into any of the details on the weapon is what gun does it really compare with in this game? And that came down to one specific gun, and that is the Spitfire. Okay, the Spitfire is an extremely effective close range weapon, especially with its operator mod, and it can even win competitively at some of those medium range gunfights if you can control the weapon. But when do you want to use the Kap 45 over this? Well, there are some standout benefits to using the Kap 45 and some standout negatives. So I'm gonna get into those with the attachments right now. Starting us off with rapid fire 1, okay? Without the attachment rapid fire 1 on the Kap 45, it's still a little bit slower in terms of fire rate than the Spitfire, so I don't recommend making that a prime choice of weapon instead of using the Spitfire if you're not using, at the bare minimum, rapid fire 1, okay? In what situation should you use it without rapid fire 1? With a sniper as a second-hand weapon. I think that's a great choice because when comparing the Kap 45 to other pistols in this game, the Strife, the Magnum, the RK7, they're all decent pistols, but the Kap 45 is just that much better and can definitely melt people up close with less than the whole clip. So without rapid fire 1, I don't recommend using it over the Spitfire, but you can use it as a secondary for snipers. Now, moving on to the addition with rapid fire 1, I do think that it's on par with the Spitfire in terms of fire rate, so it's kind of like a hand-in-hand pick. Now you're choosing between, do I want more mobility at up-close gunfights with the pistol with the negative of giving up a bit of range, or do I want that range to medium distances with the Spitfire and a little bit less mobility at up-close gunfights? So that's going to do it for fire rate 1, and now we're going to move on to fire rate 2. The Kap 45 with fire rate 2 is now exceeding the Spitfire's fire rate without its operator mod on. So in this situation now, I do recommend that if you want a bit more mobility and you don't care about that range, you are going to melt people a bit quicker up close with the Kap 45 with dual rapid fire on. Okay, this is really exceptional, to be honest, because there's not a lot of weapons that can melt much quicker than the Spitfire up close. But once again, this is only without the Spitfire not using its wildfire operator mod. Any other gun in the game does not even come close to the Spitfire while using its operator mod attachment. If you guys have had the chance to get your hands on that, you will quickly notice how insane it really is. So now we're going to move on to our third attachment, which deals with the clip size and reload speed, and that is hybrid mags. Why do you need to run hybrid mags on the Cap 45. Well, with the addition of this attachment, the fact that there aren't that many bullets in the clip with the Cap 45, and you aren't really going to be able to take out any more enemies than one without it, it really does extend your ability to melt more people up close, continue those gunfights, and if you do need to pop out, you can reload really quick to get back into the action, especially with that high mobility of a pistol. Okay, and that leads us into our final attachment, which was Stalk. Okay, Stalk really does tie this whole class together, because if you are going to choose the Cap 45 as your choice of weapon, you're more than likely concerned with the mobility aspect of the weapon, and throwing this attachment on that only really makes it excel even more. If you guys thought the SOG 9mm with dual stock was insane, well, just wait till you put the stock on this pistol, because it's a pistol with stock. It doesn't get much faster than that, okay? So with the addition of all these attachments together in one nice tidy package, guys, it really does make a clean class setup for the Cap 45 pistol. So I'm going to cover once again, when should you use the Cap 45 over the Spitfire? Well, only if you're using rapid fire 2 and you don't plan on using the operator mod on the Spitfire. Then it's better at closer ranges, but you do give up a bit more of those medium range gunfights because it's a pistol. If you're not using rapid fire at all, then I only recommend using this as a weapon, as a sidearm for your sniper rifle, which is a great secondhand choice. So now I'm going to get into the perks, and I'm going to touch on only really one perk because the rest are fairly flexible. At first perk, I run Scavenger. Scavenger is the most essential perk for this class. It's a pistol, guys. If you're not running Scavenger, you're gonna run out of bullets after around 3 gunfights, and then you're gonna have to pick up someone else's gun. So make sure you're running that Scavenger perk. And then next up, I had Dexterity, but it's fairly flexible. You guys could run whatever you want for the rest of the perks. I just prefer Dexterity because I do a lot of jump shotting. Okay, that is gonna do it for the class setup, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I broke it down fairly well so you guys know when not to, or other alternatives to the weapon that you might want to choose in certain situations. It's really all up to you. So I lastly want to touch on a couple of future plans for Call of Duty, because I've really been enjoying the DLC weapons that have been released into this game so far. We've had the Damon, the SWAT RFT, and the Cap 45, and if I could be real, I understand those other weapons are great, but I'm honestly really enjoying the Cap 45 and think it's probably one of the best DLC weapons yet in Black Ops 4. Now, what do I want to see in the future from DLC weapons? If they were to ever bring back another pistol, I would love to see the Glock bring back to Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Those things in Modern Warfare 2 were so much fun, especially when you could throw a Kimbo on those. It's literally a sniper's backup dream. So that's one weapon I hope they bring back in the future for Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys want to see, and that's going to do it for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed it, please make sure you drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't already, and turn on those notifications. I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace out.